name is Tapoka. I'm a PhD student in the Parasite Genomics team at the Wellcome Genome campus in Hinxton near Cambridge.
What type of scientist are you?
I'm a parasitologist. This means I study microorganisms that live inside a host. My microorganism is called the whipworm, and I study it in mice, pigs, and people.
What do you have to do in your job?
In my job, I spend a lot of time either looking down the microscope or at my computer. When I'm looking down the microscope, I'm trying to see how whipworms and bacteria communicate. And when I'm working on my computer, I'm doing something called multi-omic studies. I look at DNA, proteins, and RNA from the different samples that I've collected.
Is it hard to be a scientist?
I don't think it's hard to be a scientist at all. All you need to be a scientist is a healthy dose of curiosity. What scientists spend their time doing is thinking about questions they have to understand the world better and then solving them in all sorts of creative ways.
What do you like most about your job?
My favourite thing about the job is all of the different people I get to work with. They come from all around the world, they've got many unique skills and talents, and it's always fun to put our brains together to solve different problems.
What is the worst bit about your job?
I would say the hardest thing about my job is that oftentimes the results we get leave us with more questions than when we started.
Did you always want to be a scientist?
Yes, I wanted to be a scientist from a very early age. In fact, one of my earliest requests to my parents was that we should no longer have a chicken coop in the back garden and we should turn it into a little laboratory for me.
What is your favourite thing when you're not working?
When I'm not in the lab, I'm often experimenting in my kitchen. I love trying new ingredients and new recipes and visiting lots of different restaurants.
If you could have a superpower, what would it be?
I think my superpower would be mind reading. A question I have a lot of the time is, what is this person or animal thinking? So I'd love to be able to know.
What is your favourite animal?
My favourite mythical animal would be a unicorn, but my favourite real world animal is a dog.